What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So this week I wanted to do a video about like capsule wardrobe. Now, I'm not a capsule wardrobe girly by far, but I think I wanted to start with, I'm saying capsule, but more so if you're rebuilding your closet, if you're just getting started. Now, I am someone who's starting kind of sort of in the middle, and I brought you guys on the journey with me. So we all know we went through COVID. Styles have pretty much changed since COVID. When COVID started in 2019, skinny jeans were still a thing, but now that has changed, right? For me personally, and I've mentioned it before, I've gone through a bit of a depression back in 2017, 18. I got on a terrible job. It took away my glimmer for life in a sense, right? So fashion has always been something that I've loved, and I didn't have that. Then we go into this horrible pandemic, and then we're all in the house, we're gaining weight, and I am back now rebuilding. And so my journey on Instagram and YouTube and all these different places, you guys are on that journey with me. So I wanted to just share like the things that I have been going through in the sense of like rebuilding my closet, where I feel like I'm starting from the middle. I've always had a sense of like what works for me in fashion, but I was mortified when I actually came up out of that funk last year around this time and realized that the things in my closet that were not working at all. And so I wanted to share my journey, and I'm saying a capsule wardrobe, but I want to start with like the staple things that you will need. So let's get into the video, and I hope you guys enjoy. One of the first things I want to start with are 3 questions. Does it work well with others? And you guys remember on your report card when you were in elementary school, you would have that box that says does or does not work well with others. The item that you're picking up, does this go in your closet? Now, one of the staple things for me was I always wanted like really loud coats. I'm drawn to those, right? And so I would be drawn to the plaid green and yellow coat. I would buy it, but then it would sit in my closet because for me personally, I was overthinking that process of this doesn't go with my outfit. I will always choose the black coat. So when you're buying items, does it work well in your closet? Recently, I discovered Pinterest has been out for years, and I used to use it as a way to just see like fashion. I've been recently using it as a way to expand my wardrobe. So if I purchase a pair of black wide leg jeans, I will go on Pinterest, I will do the search and say black wide leg style, right? Jean style. And it would give me so many different ideas. And I'm loving that for me because I'm now able to maximize my wardrobe. And what I mean by that is it's giving me ideas of what else to wear with this. Because I could have had in my mind, oh, I'm going to wear these black jeans with this sweater only. And I'm using that as an example, but you kind of know what I'm saying, right? So for me, you have to ask yourself the first question: does it work well with others? The next question you want to ask yourself is lifestyle. Does this fit in my lifestyle? Am I really going to wear this? So if you're someone who, for instance, may be, I don't know, a construction worker, you don't go to church, you don't go to evening events, you're not really dressed up, does it make sense to buy a bunch of like evening gowns? Probably not, right? Not to say you don't need an evening gown for that special occasion here and there, but does it make sense to constantly buy 4 or 5 of them a year? Probably not. Does this item fit my lifestyle? And I think that's another big thing. For me, a lot of times I was purchasing items that didn't really, and I'll give you an example. When smaller bags became a thing, my daughter was still fairly young, and I would go and buy the bag, but then I would only wear it on date night, right? I just couldn't wear it on my day-to-day basis. And I realized that like, okay, I have to have with me some toys, some snacks, things that like moms have in their bags. So it just didn't make sense. And I had purchased maybe 2 or 3 before I realized I'm never going to be able to wear these bags on a day-to-day basis. Fast forward, she's now 16, so my smaller bags are getting a lot of use as compared to years ago where they got none. So does this item really fit in your lifestyle? The third question is, does this fit your aesthetic and body style? Every trend is not for you, and that is okay. That is something I had to realize. Everything is not for you. It's all right. It doesn't fit your body type. So for instance, another thing I'm drawn to besides like colorful plaid coats is A-line skirts. I think they're so adorable and so cute, right? But the way my body is shaped and my body style, I have what I consider like a shelf in the back where my butt is, right? And so it's this weird like little lump. And what happens is when I wear an A-line dress, it does this tilt thing where it is higher in the back and then lower in the front. So when I first put the skirt on, I'm like, oh, I look so cute. I look so chic. Plenty of times I've gone to work, walked past the mirror, and I'm like, oh, this don't look good on me. I'm like, what happened? This was so cute. So it took me years to realize A-line skirts are just not for my body type. Another thing is cardigans. I don't know what it is. I love cardigans. I was a J. Crew girl back in the day, and you guys know, J. Crew has some of the best, like, colorful, printed, cashmere cardigans. They don't work for me. I have droopy shoulders, and so most cardigans just look like my shoulders are just doing this. I can't explain it, but it doesn't work. So before you purchase an item, you need to ask yourself those 3 questions. Does it work well with others? Does it fit my aesthetic and my lifestyle? Does it fit my body type? And every trend is just not for you, and that is okay. So I just want to give you guys a couple of examples of like what I think are items if you're rebuilding your closet that you should probably look into purchasing or to add to your closet. And again, these items need to fit your lifestyle. If this doesn't fit, you know, take the meat, spit out the bones if it doesn't work for you. So let's start to go through some pieces that I think would be great starter pieces if you're either starting your wardrobe over. If you are like me, I'm somewhere in the middle where I got rid of a lot of things, but I had some great pieces. I just needed to add these special touches. And I'll tell you guys like what I have added to my wardrobe. And so everything may not be for you, and that's fine. These are just some things that I think are staple that if you have this, you can build your wardrobe. You can add all the other pieces in that you need, okay? So my first item, I think now because we're in winter, I'm going to go with a coat. I think that you need 2 coats. You need a dress coat and you need a play coat. The reason why I say you need a dress coat is if you're a certain age, we all have somewhere dressy we need to go, whether that's work, whether that is out with friends, whether it's to church. A cute crop bomber coat is not going to go with every single thing in your closet. It just doesn't make sense, right? So if you have a cute crop bomber, which could be your everyday coat for your jeans and, you know, when you're running errands, you're going to need a dress coat. I purchased this Good American coat. When I tell you 10 out of 10, I am in love with this, okay? I am going to have it tailored. I did a Instagram video, which I'll post here, of doing my unboxing. It is just everything. You guys know the super long coats are really in right now. They're really hard to find. I think Saint Laurent came out with them on the runway, I think last year. I'm going to have this tailored a little bit in the waist area. It is a size medium, but it's very oversized. It's so chic and so good that I know I could wear this anywhere I need to wear a dressy coat to. And then my second coat is this coat I got from Target. I bought this coat 2 years ago, and let me tell you something. By far, it is the most complimented thing in my wardrobe. Every single time I wear this coat, I cannot leave the house without someone stopping me saying, where did you get your coat? Funny thing, I went into Aritzia. If you guys are familiar with Aritzia, they are known for these like long puffer coats. And every time I go in, the girls are like, oh, I love your coat. Did you get it from here? Where did you get it from? What year did that come out? I'm like, no, this is from Target. So Target still has this coat. They do not have it in the green anymore, which is like this kind of wet look. The only other one they have, I think, is tan and burgundy, and I'll show you guys here. They also come in black, which is like a plain black that I'm thinking about purchasing as well. I love this coat. It's lightweight yet warm, but this is my day-to-day running errands. You look together. I love the cinching of the waist because when I look for like a puffer coat, I want it to cinch in to kind of give me a little bit of like a style. So I think the first thing you should think about is your outerwear. Only because we're in wintertime right now, depending on where you're located, having a good coat is always going to help. The next thing that's a good staple is jeans. I mean, who doesn't need a great pair of jeans? Abercrombie to me has the best. If you are a curvy girl, so they have a curvy girl line. And curvy doesn't mean that you're a size 16. Curvy just means that, hey, I may be a size 2, but mama got back, okay? They have the curvy line, which I think is fantastic. One of the complaints people have with jeans is like, you know, it has that buckling in the back. I think that's what the curvy line is for, is to help you not have that. My waist may be smaller, but I have hips, I have butt. So I'm a size 2, but I need a little bit, you know, a little something extra in those areas. So the curvy line has been my go-to. I probably own 5 pairs of jeans from Abercrombie. But here's why. When the trend changed, and I spoke about this earlier in the video, we went from skinny jeans to mom jeans, high rise. I could not find any that worked for me. I went to American Eagle, which is another one that I think is really great when it comes to jeans. I went to American Eagle. Everything was like super rigid. Like it had no stretch to it. It just didn't work. Zara jeans have their own set of problems. Every now and then I could find like a H&M jean, and Target was the only one that had something similar to what I wanted, but the jean material just didn't look high quality to me. So I was watching a YouTube video one day and I saw this woman who was kind of curvy, and she's like, look, you need the Abercrombie curvy line. And I'm like, oh, that sounds promising. Let me try them out. I have since purchased at least 5 pairs of these jeans. Love them. They are my staple. But these are the perfect jeans if you want to get into that high-rise, mom, relaxed, 90s style jeans. Abercrombie have you fixed. So if you just have one good pair of jeans, that will carry you a long way. What's up, cousin? So this is future editing cousin over here because I forgot to add in trousers. I think trousers are a huge staple to your wardrobe. I mentioned suiting. I mentioned pants. But I think that trousers are going to be a big deal. I'm going to show you trousers in just a regular form and how you can wear them with sneakers, and they're super cute and they just become a staple to your wardrobe, as well as in the form of like faux leather. I love faux leather, and Express right now has some really great faux leather trousers that looks really great with sneakers. You'll see I'm pairing them here. So I had to come in and edit because I forgot to add that piece. The next staple I think you need is a good blazer. Now, again, I'm speaking to people of a certain age. A blazer can be dressed up. It can be dressed down. You can throw it over a bodysuit and have on your sneakers and it still look like together. You can wear it to work. You can do so many things with a blazer that is just needed. It can be considered your jacket. It could be, again, like you can wear it as a suit, as a whole suit. If you buy the right suit, I feel like where you have the pants and the jacket matching, and you can then pair those things apart. You can wear the slacks separately with a nice blouse, and then you can wear the blazer together, or with a pair of jeans, or with a skirt, or with you know, shorts. Whatever you see fit, a good blazer will go a long way. Funny thing, talking about J. Crew again. J. Crew used to have these this line, the Super 120s. If you're at J. Crew, girl, you know what I'm talking about. And it all went together. So it would be the Super 120 skirt, the dress, the pants, and the blazer, and basically what you made was a wardrobe. So these items could be used interchangeably, right? And then you could, from that, you technically had 3 suits, but then you could wear them all separately by themselves, right? And it kind of helped you create that wardrobe that you needed. That's what a good suit jacket would do. If you can find one that works well with your jeans and everything else, it'll be like gold in your closet. The next thing I'm going to go into is going to be shoes. I think you need 2 things. You need a good pump, and you need a good pair of sneakers. Now, I would say boots, but you know, you can get there. If you're starting over, a really great pair of pumps, that is for you going out with your friends, going to work, a really good pair of pumps. And I think that like Sam Edelman makes some of the most classic easy pumps, as well as Steve Madden. You can get really good pumps. You don't have to go the Louboutin route and your feet are killing you. No, you can get really good pumps from those 2 brands. I think they do a really good job at it. I own a pair of I actually own a pair of both of them. I'm going to show you here. Just classic pumps. Then the next thing you need is sneakers. Now, sneakers to me, I'm not what I consider a sneaker girl, but sneakers have to fit a certain aesthetic because I think they're tricky. You can, at a certain age, you can look really old. And the best sneakers for me, I find, are either the Jordan 1s, the mids. I like the mids, that's just me. I think the high top ones are great depending on your shoe size. But once you get over like a size 9, they get long and you look like you played with Michael Jordan back when he wore these, okay? They can also almost look like, my sister-in-law said they remind her of wedges for some odd reason. So I like the mids personally, but to each its own. But I do think they are a really great aesthetic. And then you have the New Balance. So the New Balance 990s are like the thing. Also, I like the Samba Adidas as well. I think those are really cute for like a low-cut tennis shoe. But I love the 990s. That is the recent tennis shoe that I added. I had a real problem with adding those because they were about $150. Again, I'm not a tennis shoe girl. I would much rather, as crazy as it sounds, spend $700 on a higher end brand, and that's the reseller that's inside of me. So I used to resell on Poshmark and eBay, so I know the value of if you purchase this item at this price, you know, you can resell it at a higher price or for the same amount of money. And I know that higher end brands tend to keep their value versus when the 990s are over with and people are over them, they're just not going to be worth anything, if I'm being honest with you. Once the trend is gone, they'll be gone. Ones I feel like have kind of kept their stamina. If you need to resell those, you can. And then a good Gucci sneaker, a Chanel sneaker, you're going to always be able to sell those, and you'll probably make your money back after wearing them for 4 or 5 years. So those are the sneakers I think that you need. But think about aesthetic. You can really age yourself with a bad pair of Pumas. You know, with a bad pair of Filas, right? If they're not right, they can kind of go left. So just think about that when it comes to sneakers. The next thing I want to talk about is your handbags. Now, if you are just starting over, or if you don't, or you're just getting into handbags, I think there are, let me look at my notes. I would say you need 3 bags, right? You need a good bag for work, and it doesn't have to be a tote. I personally love the Balenciaga City bag. It holds my planner, which is an A5 size. I have a huge wallet. I have it sitting here. My wallet, my day-to-day grown lady wallet, is this big, right? So it has everything I need in here. That fits inside my Balenciaga bag, as well as my makeup bag, my things I need for work. Now, does it hold a lunch pail? No. Does it hold my shoes? No. But a day-to-day daily work bag is going to be essential to your wardrobe, right? Now, I would say get you a tote bag, but that's up to you. For me, tote bags were the thing I needed. Again, my daughter is now 16. I haven't been full-time at work in the office every day since COVID started, which was 2020. She was like 11 at that time, 12. So at years before, I needed a tote bag because, again, I needed mom things. I was paying for daycare, so guess what? Mama needed to bring her lunch to work. And shoes, I feel like if you keep the shoes at your desk, that's a cheat code. Keep 2 good pairs of pumps at your desk, a pair of flats. You wear your sneakers into work and you change once you get to your desk. So the next thing I think you would need is a weekend bag. Weekend bags, it can also be like the Balenciaga bag. That's easy. I would carry that to brunch. I would carry that with friends. But if you get the tote, and then you want to get the city bag as your everyday bag, I think that's a good option. And then you need a special occasion bag. The special occasion bag is for holiday parties. That is your wedding bag. That is the bag you're going to carry with you to, anything that's a little bit more fancy. You would look weird in a wedding with a Balenciaga bag, I'm being honest with you. A fancy wedding, right? You would look crazy at a holiday party with a Balenciaga bag. One of my favorite evening bags that I think serve both purposes is my Louis Vuitton Louise bag. And I love this bag because it looks great crossbody. I've worn it dressed down, but it also dresses up so well. The gold hardware kind of plays as like jewelry. And so that is my like special occasion bag. Okay, so my last thing I think that you need is accessories. All the other items, I feel like we can work those together. You put the nice dress coat on with your denim jeans and your t-shirt with your pumps, and your nice Balenciaga bag. The last thing you're gonna need is accessories. For me, I don't consider myself an accessories girl, so I don't go down the rabbit hole of constantly buying accessories, but you do need them. So I have my classic arm that I wear all the time, which is David Yurman, and a click bracelet from Hermes, and I have this vintage Hermes watch. If I don't buy any other jewelry, I'm totally fine with that, right? I have a few chokers, like from Amazon. I don't spend a ton of money on jewelry, but that's just me. Accessories will take your outfit to the next level. They're classic, they're easy, and start from the bottom. It's nothing wrong with getting your accessories from Claire's, right? With getting it from H&M. Zara has really great accessories. I recently found really beautiful brooches and rings from Zara. And then once you know what you want, which is what I did, I had random bracelets before. I finally invested in my David Yurman bangles and my H bracelet, and this is what I wear, period. So I hope this video helped you guys out in building or rebuilding your wardrobe. And once you have these staple things, I think you can add anything in between to make this a fantastic recipe. So I hope this video helped you guys, and I'll see you next week. I will be doing a part 2 to my most worn items in 2023. For that video, I kind of feel like I showed you guys most worn, but it was basically from the hauls that I had recently on YouTube. I kind of left out a lot of items that I was wearing, my Hermes Oran sandals being one, because I was thinking more of like winter time versus like the whole year. So I will do a part 2 that will possibly drop next week or the week after. So hope you guys enjoy.